Whoa.
Hello. How's it going?
Oh, fine, thank you. I'll make it.
That's right.
How are you?
You hustled it. I'm good. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you. I'm very good.
That's good. You've been practicing your English?
Today I didn't practice at all, so I decided to join this class and practicing with you, if you may.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Yeah. I know. I find it. I wish. Verbling. It's supposed to be I think more of like an international language site. You know what I mean? So if somebody wants to practice French or Spanish, they can get on here too.
It is.
So I wish they would. I wish they would pick those up. You know, it's a very new company, so I don't blame it. But I'm excited to see what other kind of languages you can practice on here. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
That would be cool. Hello, Brenda. Rodrigo, what's going on?
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you guys doing? How is the new year treating you?
Hi, Mack.
Hey, what's going on, man?
What's up, Mack?
Who is the picture in your? Who is the swimmer in your picture?
Yeah, Phelps.
Okay, it is Phelps.
Phelps.
I couldn't tell. That's cool.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a champ, huh? Miguel, what's going on? Okay. I'm gonna wait for a couple more people to get in here, and then we can start talking. But oh yeah, okay. Hold on, let me pause this. Okay, cool. All right. Okie doke. All right. Well, let's just go ahead and get started, and those slackers can come in later. But basically, today I just wanted to talk a little bit about technology and see what you guys had to say about it. I had last year for Christmas, my mom bought me this awesome book, and I'll show it to you now. Okay. This is the book. You can't even read that, can you? It's backwards. Yeah, it's by Michio Kaku, okay, and it's called Physics of the Future. I know it's backward, I'm sorry. But it's called... Go ahead, go ahead.
It's an old person. It's an old person. You see in Discovery Channel. You usually appear in Discovery Channel.
Yes, yes. Yeah, Michio Kaku, he's on the Science Channel a lot. He is kind of a promoter of science and everything like that. Here, this is him.
Spatial and the galaxy, the future of the galaxy.
Yeah, yeah. You see that guy? Do any of you guys recognize him?
Yes.
Okay. Anyways, I read this book, or I'm almost finished with it, and I wanted to read you guys an excerpt of it, and then have you guys do a little reading, and then we can talk about it. But it's very interesting because what he talks about, it says, physics of the future, how science will shape human destiny and our daily lives by the year 2100. So what he does is he goes out and conducts all these interviews with scientists and physicists and very I guess well-known scientists of our day and age to find out what our lives are going to be like in the future. So it's very, very cool. And what I'd like to do is just read you guys an excerpt, and then I will show you guys, and then I'll have you guys read a little bit. Actually, let's reverse that. Let's have you guys read first, and then I'll read the excerpt, and then we can go from there. First, though, if you want to just give a brief introduction, Brenda, could we start with you, please?
Yes, of course. My name is Brenda, and I am from Argentina.
Okay, thank you, Brenda. Good seeing you again. Okay, David, how you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. Where are you from?
I'm from Cairo, Egypt. This is my first time to join verbling class.
Nice. Okay. Well, we hope you're gonna have some fun. Good to meet you, man. Okay, Genaro. Did I pronounce that right?
Yes, this is the right pronunciation. I'm from Italy, in the south of Italy, and I think this is the third time I participate to a hangout of this kind.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, welcome, welcome. All right, Rodrigo.
I live in Lima. It's located in Peru. My name is Rodrigo. So I hope learn a little bit about technology.
All right, sounds good. Okay, Sammy.
Thank you very much. I'm Sammy, Palestine, Jerusalem. And I am always want to ask Genaro, what is this box behind him? Always I want to ask him about that. And that's a chance to ask him if you may.
Okay, go ahead, Genaro.
I think you can see my books.
Is it private or public?
Sorry?
Is it a private library or public?
No, they are mine.
Wow, those are all your books, huh?
That sounds good.
Jeez.
But really speaking, this is the only room in my home that has books.
That's still a lot of books,
good.
though. Must be a smart man by now. That's very cool. I hope to have
think
that
he
many
is.
books in my house. Yeah, really. I know. How many other languages do you know?
I just know my native language, that is Italian.
Yeah.
I try to fresh up my English, but I'm not so satisfied about my English level. For this reason, I am participating to this kind of meeting, and I know a little bit of French, but a very few words.
Okay, very cool. Very cool. Well, that's definitely an impressive book collection you have there. Okay, and Snoozies.
Hello.
Hey, did I pronounce that right?
Well, that's the last name. The first name is after the last name in the French Creole term.
Okay.
My name is Boubaker, and I live in Tunisia, North Africa. I think Genaro know Tunisia as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we are near.
Yeah, close to each other. Anyway,
I think you know everything.
Yeah, I know, really. Genaro knows everything about the world. Okay. Go ahead, Snoozy, go ahead.
Not right, not right.
Okay.
we're gonna talk about the technology.
Yeah. And we don't have to get too deep into, technical terms and things like that. I wanna see what you guys think about it and stuff like that. But okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna give you guys a link so you guys can follow along, and then we're gonna take turns reading it, and then this will just kind of give us a little kind of preview of what we're going to be talking about. So there's the link, and so this is kind of talking about that book I just showed you, Physics of the Future. And let me go ahead and share my screen as well, and that way I can designate who's going to read first. Okay, Physics of the Future. Okay, cool. Can everyone see my screen pretty well? It needs to be expanded a little bit. I can do that. There we go.
Okay.
Is that a little bit better?
Yes, it is.
Okay, sounds good. All right, let's go ahead and start with you, Brenda. Could you please, let's go ahead. Can you read that first paragraph?
Yes, of course.
Okay, thank you.
Imagine being able to access the internet through the contact lens on your eyeballs. Blink and you'd be online. Meet someone and you'd have the ability to immediately search their identity. If your friend happens to be speaking a different language, an instantaneous translation could appear directly in front of you.
Great, great, good job. Okay, David, could you continue, please? Go
Okay.
ahead. Read to about here, if you could.
That might sound far-fetched, but it's something that might very well exist in 30 years uh, or less, says theoretical physicist Michio Kaku.
Yep,
The
Michio Kaku.
uh,
He's Japanese, so you don't need to know that name. That's Japanese. Go ahead, though.
the first people to buy these contact lenses will be college students studying for final exams. He tells Fresh Air's Terry Gross.
Very good,
They
very
will
good.
see the exam answer. They will see the exam answers right in their contact lenses in a cocktail party. You will know exactly who to suck up to because you will have a complete read out of who they are.
Very good. Can I stop you right there?
Okay.
Very good, very good. Okay. Genaro, could you pick up with President Barack Obama?
Okay. President Barack Obama will buy his contact lenses, so he'll never need a teleprompter again. These already exist in some form in the military. You place a lens on your helmet, you flip it down, and immediately you see the internet of the battlefield. All of it right on your eyeball.
Nice. Very good. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and continue with Miguel. Could you continue, please?
Yes. Which is the paragraph?
But internet-ready contact lenses. Start with that one.
Wait. I was activating my microphone and I lost.
Okay, it's the beginning of the fourth paragraph. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. The fourth paragraph. It says, but internet-ready contact lenses. Do you see that?
But internet-ready contact lenses aren't the only futuristic item we're likely to see.
Good.
Kaku describes some of the inventions that may appear throughout the coming century, based on developments currently taking place in nanotechnology, astronautics, medicine, and material science. In his book Physics on the Future, Kaku details some of these inventions, including disposable computer, space
Good.
elevators, and driverless cars, which will likely be ready in the next decade and will completely eliminate the need for high school drivers at classes.
Okay, very good, very good. Okay, real quick, some of these words in here were a little bit tricky, so I just want to make sure you guys know what they are. Okay, so what are disposable computers? Do you guys know what that means?
Disposable computer. All computers?
Well, computers are regular, but what does the word disposable mean?
Disposable.
I think it means that you use and then you get it off.
Right, you get rid of it. Very good. So, like a disposable camera. You remember those? Those cheap cameras, and you can take like 20 pictures and then you throw them away. And so he's saying that that there will be inventions like disposable computers. Very good. Okay, so space elevators. Who thinks they know what that is?
Like the elevator in the building, but space elevator. I think it's a combination of words means rockets or something like this.
Okay, so you think it's going to be in space? Okay, well, I read the book, so I actually know what he's talking about. What he means is an elevator from Earth to space. So you go to the mall and you get on the elevator and it'll take you up to the first floor or the second floor, and he is talking about an elevator that will take us from Earth to the moon or to space or something like that. Okay, and then driverless cars. What are driverless cars? Do you guys know? What do you think?
That someone don't have to drive
Right, yeah. So
the
you
car.
just get in your car and it knows where to go and you just sit there and it just takes you. It's pretty cool, huh? Actually they've already done test runs of this. They've taken cars and then given them a destination across the country and they drove there all by themselves. And imagine being one of the people on the road and you look over and you see a car driving by itself and there's no one driving it, Wouldn't that be freaky?
And we can see on Ford and new cars technology. It can be parking by itself. It's
Right.
something like.
Right. Okay, well that was very good. All right, Rodrigo, could you go ahead and start with this? Could you read this for me, please?
Okay. In the future, you'll simply jump into your car, turn on the internet, turn on a movie and sit back and relax and turn on the automatic pilot and the car will drive itself.
Good.
He says, unlike a human driver, it doesn't get drunk, it doesn't get distracted, and certainly does not have road rage.
Good job. Okay, can you read that next little bit too, that next sentence?
The cars will be equipped.
Equipped. You said it right the first time. Equipped.
Equipped with radar in the fenders that will communicate with roads, signs, and sensors along highways.
Very good. Okay, very good. Good job. Okay. Alright, who do we have next? Okay, Sammy, could you go ahead, please?
Yes. The car will the paragraph which.
When the car comes.
Okay. When the car comes to an intersection, the GPS system will alert the computer practice inside the car that there is an intersection coming up. He says the GPS system will lock onto the roadside sensor and then slow down.
Very good. Keep going.
Okay. Kaku also explains how in the future our brains might be able to interface with artificial intelligence. He describes one student in which computer chip were placed into a brains or paralyzed
Yep.
stroke patients at Brown University. The patients learned that by thinking certain thoughts, they could manipulate a cursor on a computer screen.
Very good. Very good. Okay, we got a couple more.
Thank you.
Very good. Yep. The only thing I would say is when you were reading, let's see, I already did that. Okay, so this part right here. So you said when the car comes to an intersection, the GPS system will alert the computer inside the car that there is an intersection coming up. So when that he says is at the very end of the sentence, you kind of want to lower your voice a little bit, okay? So you should say that there is an intersection coming up, he says. Okay? So don't make it a new thing. Don't say he says, just say he says. Okay?
Yes, thank you.
Very good. Yeah, no problem.
Correction.
Okay. All right, Boo Baker, could you go ahead with It Takes a While, please?
It takes a while it takes a few hours, but after a while you realize that the certain thought will move the cursor in a certain direction. He says after a while, the patient, we are able to read email, write email, surf the internet, play video game, weed, wheelchairs,
Guide.
anything you can do on the computer. On a computer, they can do as well, except they are trapped inside a paralyzed body.
Okay, yep, except they're trapped inside a paralyzed body, so they can't move. Very good. Could you do that next little sentence right there, please?
Yeah, sure. Similar technology could be used in the future to control robot that can go places where humans can says kakyu.
Kaku, very good. Yep, that's Japanese, so that's hard. Okay, very good. All right, we got some people who joined us a little late, so let's see. Anatoly, how are you doing?
I'm fine. Hello.
Hey, could you read this? Well, I'm sorry. Where are you from, Anatoly?
I'm from Czech Republic.
Okay, very cool. Never had anyone from Czech Republic. Okay, could you read this this paragraph right here for me, please?
Yeah, okay, I can try.
Okay, thank you.
So it's very dangerous to put astronauts on a moon base where there's radiation, solar flares, and micrometeorites, he says. It'd be much better to put robots on the moon and have them mentally connected to astronauts on the Earth. So you go inside a pod, you mentally make certain thoughts, which then could control the robots on the moon.
Very good, very good. Okay, thank you. Okay, and then to finish it up, Carlos, could you read the last paragraph for me, please?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How you doing?
Yes, Kaku, a professor of theoretical physics with the City College of New York, also talks about his childhood, his work with Edward Teller, a member of the Manhattan Project, and his work on the development of string field of theory.
Good.
He is the author of several books, including Physics of the Impossible, Parallel Worlds and Beyond, Einstein.
Good.
He has also hosted scientific documentaries for the Discovery Channel, the BBC, and the Science Channel.
Okay, very good. All right. Okay, so who can tell me a little bit about what we just read? What were some of the things that Michio Kaku was talking about? What are some of the things to look forward to in the future?
He imagined that that a car will be work by itself. There will be like an elevator to the skies. He imagined some science or some things will happen in the future in the whole picture.
Very good. Very good. So he said driverless cars, some elevators to the future. What else? What did he say about contact lenses?
Which paragraph?
Remember in the beginning he talks about contact lenses, so you can get on the internet right from your contacts, right?
Yeah, from you.
That would be excellent for cheating on exams, or kind of stuff.
Why I cannot have one of that?
Yeah, if you don't have one, then you're out of luck. You're gonna get a bad grade, I guess. But yeah, so he starts talking about that. I'd also like to read you just a small clip, and then we'll get the discussion going, because I'm interested to see what you guys think about technology. So let me go ahead and.
Sorry, I have a question.
Go ahead.
What does it mean in a cocktail party? You will know exactly who to suck up to. To suck up to.
Oh, okay. So does anyone know that answer? Does anyone know what it means to suck up to somebody?
No, I don't know.
Okay. Has anyone heard that before? It's an American
No.
phrase. It's American idiom.
I know, like you suck, like you.
Can you write it down, please?
Right,
so
that
I
is-
can take
yeah.
some note about
You
it?
suck is a totally different meaning. Okay, so suck up to. Okay, so if you tell someone you suck, then that means that you don't like that person, and that's hard to explain. And they suck. They're lame. They're not fun to be around, and nobody likes them. That's what it means.
We just
If you-
know the bad word of this.
Yeah, you just know the bad one. You don't know the good one. Okay. Okay. So a lot of times in school, students will suck up to their teachers. Okay. So that means that they will be extra good, and they'll maybe tell on other students or things like that. To suck up to means to geez, how do you
Annoying?
explain that? Kind of annoying, but it's like to suck up is to have you guys ever heard the term kiss ass? To be a kiss ass, to kiss someone else's ass. Do you know what that means?
Yes.
Yes.
That's kind of what it means, to suck up to. So if I were to suck up to my boss, I would, be like, really, damn, how do you explain that one? Can somebody help me out?
I think that I know what you mean. It's like always say something nice about him.
Right,
or
yeah, you're always saying something nice, you're always really
always
trying.
be trying
Yes.
to be. It's like
No.
being his pet or something.
Yes, exactly, teacher's pet. Okay, Hazel, very good. That's a good definition. Thank you, jeez.
No, we want Mac. We want you to explain more than about this
Oh, God.
word.
God. Okay. So who would be? Okay. Who was helping me out?
Is
before?
when a
Brenda, was that
is
you?
when a person is so lovable with someone, but it's exaggerated.
It's,
No?
Sorry. Could you say that again?
It's when a person is too lovable with someone, but it's quite exaggerated by rich and objective.
Yeah, lovable, I guess, would work, but it's like, kind of like Brenda said, it's when you flatter someone too much, okay? So if my boss comes in, I come into work and I say to my boss, oh, you're looking great today. Is that a new haircut or something like that? And if I'm always doing something like that, then that means I'm sucking up to them, okay? So to suck up usually is to offer compliments or to be extra nice so that you can get ahead, okay?
Yeah.
So you
Try
can
to
get
that
in school,
person always.
get ahead, and right, yeah. So you're just trying to gain something by doing that. Brenda said to flatter someone, so that's good.
To ask someone or please someone for something.
If you're asking them, did you say ask or blame?
Please.
No, I don't mean blaming. I don't mean asking for anything. You need to get it done.
Oh, right. Yes. Yeah, that could be good too. So like if I want a new dirt bike for Christmas, I'm going to need to suck up to my mom or to my dad and be really good so that they get me that dirt bike. That's another good use of it, okay? So you can suck up to something, yeah, usually if you want something. Okay, Genaro, do you understand it a little bit better now?
Yes,
Okay.
I understood very well.
So what he says is you'll know who to suck up to at a cocktail party, and what he means by that is on the contact lenses on his, you're wearing glasses. Everyone knows what contact lenses are, right? They're the ones that go straight on your eyeballs.
Yes.
Okay. You'll be able to go ahead.
It means you can find important people at the party.
Yes, exactly.
In order to try to get advantage saying them extra compliments and so on.
Right, yep. You can see who's rich, you can see who's got good companies, things like that, and you can suck up to them. So, okay, good. All right, well, I'm going to just read this. It's just like it's just like 2 pages, but I want you guys to try and listen to it, okay? And this is the final chapter of his book. It's called A Day in the Life in 2100, so 90 years from now, 87. Okay, I'll go ahead. After a night of heavy partying on New Year's Eve, you are sound asleep. That sounds familiar. Suddenly, your wall screen lights up. A friendly, familiar face appears on the screen. It's Molly, the software program you bought recently. Molly announces cheerily, "John, wake up. You are needed at the office. In person. It's important." "Now wait a minute, Molly. You've got to be kidding," you grumble. "It's New Year's Day and I have a hangover. What could possibly be so important anyways?" Do you guys know what a hangover is?
Yes,
What's a hangover?
is before of be drunk.
Yeah.
Like
so,
the movie?
Yeah, kind of like the movie, yeah. In the movie, they have terrible hangovers, right.
Yes.
Like,
so,
have some fun with some friends, some girls, some ladies.
yeah, that doesn't always happen with a hangover. That should be the goal. But yeah, hangover is just when you're really drunk the night before, and the next day you just have a terrible headache and you feel sick. But I'll continue. Slowly, you drag yourself out of bed and reluctantly head off to the bathroom. While washing your face, hundreds of hidden DNA and protein sensors in the mirror, toilet, and sink silently spring into action, analyzing the molecules you emit in your breath, your bodily fluids, and bodily fluids, checking for the slightest hint of any disease at the molecular level. So it's saying it checks your breath and your urine and all these other things to see if you have any disease, and all those sensors are in your bathroom. Leaving the bathroom, you wrap some wires around your head, which allow you to telepathically control your home. Telepathically just means with your brain. You mentally raise the temperature of the apartment, turn on some soothing music, tell the robotic cook in your kitchen to make breakfast and brew some coffee, and order your magnetic car to leave the garage and be ready to pick you up. As you enter the kitchen, you see the mechanical arms of the robotic cook preparing the eggs just the way you like them. That'd be pretty cool. Then you put in your contact lenses and connect to the internet. Blinking, you see the internet as it shines onto the retina of your eye. While drinking hot coffee, you start scanning the headlines that flash into your contact lenses. Okay. One of the headlines is the outpost on Mars is requesting more supplies. Winter on Mars is fast approaching. If the settlers are going to complete the next stage in colonization, they need more resources from Earth to handle the freezing cold weather. The plan is to start the first phase of terraforming Mars by raising its surface temperature. That'd be interesting to think about people on Mars. Okay. Yet another extinct animal is going to join the local zoo. What does extinct mean? Does anyone know?
That is going to disappearing.
Right. So what are some animals or things that are extinct?
Right now?
Yeah. What are some things that are extinct? Anyone know?
Mammoth?
Yes.
What'd you say? Mammoth?
Mammoth.
Yes, very good. Mammoth. What about dinosaurs? Right? They're extinct.
Yes.
Okay.
No, there's a lot of dinosaurs in our world.
Well, you mean birds?
No, I mean people.
That's a good one. Okay. Yeah, let me just finish this up. So yet another extinct animal is going to join the local zoo. This time, it's a rare saber-toothed tiger, brought back via DNA found frozen in the tundra. Because the Earth has been heating up, DNA from more and more extinct animals has been recovered and then cloned to fill zoos around the world. Okay, so I'll stop reading there, but that would be pretty cool. You know, have you guys seen the movie Jurassic Park or heard of it? You know?
Yes.
Well, basically...
Wait, you say that is cool?
Yeah, it's
what you
cool.
read?
Well, Jurassic Park's not going to happen anyways. He says that in the book, unfortunately. But what they do in Jurassic Park is they take the DNA from fossils, right? And then they put those into new, embryos and then make the new animals. And he's saying that won't happen with dinosaurs, but that'll happen with a lot of animals, which is cool, you know?
Yes, but also says, okay, I'm sorry to
No,
interrupt
go
you,
ahead.
but
No, go ahead.
this is what I
Let's
understand.
get the
So
discussion going.
technically what you're saying, okay, the book says, is
Yeah.
that we are going to be lazy all the time because we're going to have a lot of machines that are going to do everything for us.
Well, let me
Because,
ask you.
yes, it's like you say that you're going to have your breakfast
Right.
like you want, and actually,
Because
the book say also that we are going to live more because uh, there are a lot of I don't know the words, I don't remember, but
disease
Medicine,
sensors?
no,
Say
yes,
in Spanish.
that
medicine,
yes, and from that
medicine.
reason we are not going to be sick, so we're going to live more for be lazy, and the world is practically disappearing. So
Right.
sounds tragically. I'm sorry.
Yes, it is. There are some tragic things. So that's a good segue. And actually, when I took the GRE, which is the entrance test to get into graduate school in America, they have you do a writing part, and one of the prompts for the writing is do you think technology is kind of phasing out the need for us to have well, problem-solving skills. Okay, so you had to either argue that technology was good or technology was bad. So you could say it's good because it allows us to be much more efficient, or you could say it's bad because, like you said, it kind of makes us lazy and perhaps makes our brains not active as much. Okay, so that's a very good point you bring up, and let's open up the discussion now. Okay, so why don't we start with Carlos? Go ahead. Do you have any comments on this, please?
Sorry, I was a bit.
Okay, all right, no worries. All right, well, we'll skip you and come back, okay? David,
Okay.
go ahead, please.
Um, I think technology is very good for us, but it has also disadvantages. It may make chemical disease.
Okay, chemicals. So what kind of have you heard about what kind of I guess technology are they working on where you're from, or what kind of technological problems do you have where you're from? Or it could be good technology.
Technology like internet, LCD, HD TV, high definition videos, like video games in 3 dimensions with the highest qualities, and wireless technology and wireless communication.
Okay.
There are many technologies. I can't express. I don't know how to say. They are so much. More than one technology.
Right, there are plenty, and so you said that. So would you say that it's
Like
good with all the advancements that they're making for right now at least?
Again, please.
I said, would you say that it's good generally in your area with all the advancements in
Ah,
technology that they're making?
yes, it's very good. I just like want to add iPhones, iPads. Uh, s- uh,
Okay, yeah,
okay,
that's
okay,
good.
go
Thank
ahead.
you for your comment. Okay, Genaro, go ahead, please.
Yes, I think that technology in general is a good thing, but we have to pay attention to several possible side effects of it.
Mm-hmm.
Other than chemical disease, I think also pollution and so on. But one key of this point about technology is that technology has to be for everyone. So, for example, a new kind of technology like tablets, for example, can be not cheap, but it's important that after some years they became cheap in order to reach a large amount of people. So this is the same for internet, and this conversation, this meeting is just an example. Because there are some technology, for example, nuclear technology, that I think is not a technology for everyone. It was used to do wars or to make some power, but not in all the countries. So technology is important that reach everyone.
Okay, all right, that's a very good point. That's a very good point. So he was kind of saying that it's important that technology expands and it reaches a lot of audiences. Okay, very good, Genaro. Okay, let's hear from Miguel. What do you have to say about it?
I think technology is perfect and improve our life, but we have to know when to stop because it may become a trouble, a very serious trouble.
Okay, and what kind of ways do you think it could be trouble?
Where it become in a addiction.
Okay.
In a addiction, and when we think to replace machines for the real life. I saw a documentary about the men 2.0. Have you heard that?
What's it called? Man 2.0?
Yes.
Man 2.0. So, and that's a documentary?
Yes, in Nigeria. And yes.
Okay, I'll check that out. I've not heard of that. I'll try and look at it.
Yes, it's about the men of the future.
Okay.
It's a part of machine. It's a part of men.
Okay.
We are taught to replace part of our body, but for machines. And I don't think that it could be better for us.
Yes, cyborg. Very good, Rodrigo. I was just about to put that. Okay, so you don't think that's going to be good if we turn into cyborgs, huh?
Yes, technology sometimes the men becomes it quite exaggerate.
What if it makes us more efficient? What if we live longer? What if we become stronger and perhaps smarter by fusing with machines?
No, we could become smarter.
So you just think it's bad? Do you think it's an ethical issue? You think it's just not right for us to be fused with machines?
What did you say?
I said why? So why do you think it's wrong for us to be fused with machines?
No, it's it's good. In a way, it's good, but
okay.
It's not good. Replace or real. It's not good to depend of the technology.
Okay.
It's
I gotcha.
not good because we can't survive for ourselves.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah, so it's not good to depend on it. Okay, all right. Well, thank you. That's a unique viewpoint. I like that. Okay, Sammy, go ahead, please.
Thank you very much. I will talk about the article. Do you hear me first?
Yeah, good. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. I will talk about the article, and I'm agree with the author Kakao in his opinion, because I think that this technology which he talking about it will happen really, and we will found it in the future, but we will find it in a specific modern towns. We will not find it in all the world, because there's a towns or city, not a town, the country didn't know the internet, didn't know the simple, the very simple technology. They didn't know cars. I'm with him with all his point. We will see in the future something like elevate in the sky, but there's also there will be a poor towns, a poor countries will
Right.
didn't reach any of these technologies.
Okay, that's good. All right, I like that. So, have you heard of Moore's law?
What?
Have you heard of Moore's law? And Moore's
No.
law. Basically, it just says. So you were kind of saying a little bit about what Genaro mentioned, and basically, it kind of all ties into this. It's called Moore's law, and what it states is that computing technology doubles every 18 months. Okay, so I'm sure you've heard that, we have calculators now that are much smarter than the first cell phones that were ever made. You know what I mean? In 18 months from now, those computers are going to be way better, are going to be double as strong as the ones we have now. And so what you were saying is that the wealthy places, the modernized places, are going to get all that technology, and it's going to have to be a while for the technology to trickle down to those less wealthy places. Correct? Is that what you were saying?
This is a question for me.
No, I was asking Sammy, but I know you mentioned that as well.
Genaro, you can
Yeah, you can go ahead if you have a comment on that, Genaro.
Yes, yes. You said right, but every 1 year and a half, computers became more fast, not more intelligent, because the architecture of computer is the same.
Okay.
Okay, just this.
That's a good point. Yeah, computer power doesn't equal computer intelligence. So
Yes.
that is a good point. That relies on a different law. But
more computing power can make practicable complex algorithms, like recognition of objects. So what we call computer visions.
Yes.
You know.
Okay.
Augmented reality in a smartphone.
Yes.
And so on.
Yes. Okay. Very good. Very good. Okay, Boubacar, could you give us your thoughts, please? Boubacar, are you there?
Well, yeah, I am.
Okay, go ahead.
I kind of agreed and disagreed. I agreed and would love the technology,
Yeah.
But what I don't like is as long the generation would get through that, get through the technology. As you see in today, like your father is in the next room and you just write him on the MSN, please give me that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And
I know
it's
what you
like
mean.
everybody in each room, in each side, in each corner in the house, talking to whoever, and the TV is on. Only the mother or grandmother is watching.
Right.
Yeah, it's not like always, or like usually.
You bring up a good point because in a lot of cases, I think technology deals a lot with communication. So in some sense, I think that technology is hurting communication skills because, like you said, when people are constantly relying on technology to text or to message people, they're not actually talking to them face to face. But on the other hand, it is allowing me to communicate with people from all over the world, such as yourself. You know what I mean? So, so what do you say about that? I mean, do you think that what do you think we should do to adjust that? What do you?
You're kind of going away from.
Go ahead.
You're kind of going away from important side, which is what's in front of you to go. What. I think my connection is a little late or something because I got your voice is.
Oh,
kind of
well, I can hear you. I can hear you fine. I can hear you all right. So, if you want to just say another comment, go ahead. I can hear you fine, though.
Yes, that I know it's kind of amazing, like you're talking to another people from another side of the world, but as you're going to create something which is like, okay, I want to be right in Brazil, for example. Like, here we go, you just went there, so I don't need the PC anymore, but we are not going to have that easily, to take off of people's mind,
Right.
So it's kind of you going away from your own family to went through people through the internet,
Yep, that's a good point. All right, well, thank you for that. I could hear you fine, so keep it up. Okay. Okay. All right, Anatoly, how you doing?
I'm okay.
Tell us what you think about all this technology. You have any new information for us?
So, can I start with our laziness, human? About how we, if we didn't be laziness, I think we still live in caves or something like that. So, with I think new technology, we have a chance for another life. I think technology is not treat for us. About yearly 50 years.
Okay.
Maybe 100 years or and more, we have a problem with some robots with guns, but I think it's a future belonging to for us.
So there are a lot of people who think that artificial intelligence, AI, they're gonna attack us someday. Do you think that's gonna happen?
You heard about end of the world in 2012, and most of people listen about that, read articles, and most information on internet and something that, because the danger is reading fine, and the people searching some treat or something problems or something that it's interesting for them, I think.
Yeah.
And I think we haven't got problems with technology, because technology is for us. No technology haven't got yourself brains about thinking about war or something. That's my opinion.
Okay, so you don't think there's that big of a threat? Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you. Well, I hope you're right.
Sure.
You know what I mean? If you're wrong, we're all in trouble. But, but yeah. Thank you. Okay. Okay.
Mack,
yeah. Go ahead.
if you may to me about intelligent, artificial intelligence, I think it's already founded in our world.
Oh yeah.
I'm a technical guy. When I want to make a configuration on some servers, it will prevent me to do something I know that it's correct, but she makes a stupid things and make its calculation and say to me, "Hello, hello, you can't make this configuration because you have another thing will be working not well with the other configuration you want to
Right.
put it." So it's already founded, but it's a small in a small amount, in a small thing
Yeah,
in
in
life.
small amounts right now. Okay, yeah, I agree with that. Carlos, what do you have to say about all this technology and artificial intelligence?
Well, one thing that I think is interesting is the AI.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I think it will be interesting that if we could create in the future some synthetic soul.
Ooh, okay, a scientific soul, huh?
Yes, in this case, well, this synthetic salt will have rights, or uh, I don't know. Maybe it can open different fields or of
So do you think that'll be a robot, or do you think that more it'll be more like a humanoid?
humanoid.
Humanoid. Okay, so maybe they'll clone a human and put some technology in there and make it a cyborg clone. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, but imagine that you can create uh, a personality from a robot.
Oh yeah, that'd be crazy. When do you think we would have the technology to do that?
Well, I really don't know, but I don't think it be so far.
Yeah, you don't think it's far off, huh?
No.
All right, well, we'll see. I don't know. That would be crazy, to have a totally scientific crafted artificial intelligence, wouldn't it? But are you scared of such a personality?
No, scared no, but I have a lot of curiosity. Maybe we can create a perfect partner, or
Have you been dumped a little too many times? That's all right, man. Me too. Okay, thank you for your input. Okay, David, what do you think about all this?
Um, can you help me, please, asking me some questions?
Ask you some questions. Okay, well, what do you think about technology? Do you have any kind of positive attitudes, or does it annoy you? Or I don't know. You can just talk about whatever you want.
I think technology is better for me. It helps me to communicate with the others easily and quickly. يعني my this website is very good for me to speak fluently.
That's good.
This is a very good technology for every one of us. And also social websites like Facebook, Twitter, Google
Okay.
Plus.
So what about technology? Do you think it hurts your critical thinking skills at all?
It sometimes, yeah, may hurts us when if we don't use it make use of it very good. We can't make it. We can't make a very good use of it. We don't make a very good use of it sometimes when we can't practice like this. We can use we can go to learn more about technology and to understand more information.
Yeah.
And try to contact with each other.
Okay.
And okay.
So we gotta remember to make good use of it, right?
Make good use.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
about
Good job. Thank you. Okay. All right. Well, I think we got just about everybody. Brenda, do you wanna state any final opinions? I know you didn't get to speak much in the beginning, so go ahead, please.
Okay. No, I think that it's important that we have technology,
Hmm.
but we have to remember that we we shouldn't depend so much.
Shouldn't depend
Like,
on it.
yes, it's just that I understand that we need technology. It makes the difference when you want to save lives of some of people on hospital, for example. They use technology,
Yep, that's a great
but
that's a great example.
but I think that, like on the book says, someday could have we can use technology to make our breakfast, and that is too much. So
well,
that's
if
not some.
well,
Uh,
if that's making breakfast for us, then maybe we could spend that time otherwise,
uh,
reading books or doing something else. Don't you think?
Yes, but I don't think that people
mm,
do that. Read a book is like the only
Yeah.
people. Okay, on the chat, the only people that we can see is Genaro, of
Yeah.
course. But it's just that. So
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay.
I have a point.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Uh, Technology may waste time when we spend technology in playing games or
Oh
watching.
yeah.
We can use technology to make a good use when reading something
Hmm.
is better for us when learning anything new. Uh, but when you use technology in such playing or wasting time in uh, something not useful for us, it's a disadvantage for us.
Right. Okay. Good stuff. All right. Well, thank you all so much. I think we're just about out of time. We're a little bit over, so thank you all for coming, and I hope you got some good speaking practice in.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
of course.
You
Okay.
bye.